Hello again. Just read a rather interesting article on WorldNet Daily. I'll attach the link. You really have to read this. McCain and the POW cover-up. You're not going to believe a lot of what's in here, but it's in here, and you have to take the time to read it. There's no doubt that McCain's a traitor. There's no doubt that he left people behind intentionally. And the reason he left them behind intentionally is many of them were from the Hanoi Hilton. And they would have exposed him for what he was and for what he did. Which might explain why he tried to commit unsuccessfully suicide on 2 occasions. I'm going to read you a couple of the paragraphs. About halfway down, it states, "It is not clear whether the taped confession McCain gave to his captors to avoid further torture has played a role in his post-war behavior in the Senate." Now that further torture had nothing to do with him ever being tortured. The only torture that he could attest that he experienced was the first 4 days of his captivity, when he was simply thrown into a cell with 2 broken shoulders and a bayonet in his groin area. Other than that, he was never tortured. It goes on to say, that confession was played endlessly over the prison loudspeaker system at Hanoi to try and break down other prisoners, and was broadcast over Hanoi State Radio. Reportedly, he confessed to being a war criminal who had bombed civilian targets. Now here's the part that's, I think, interesting. This might also explain why McCain has been available to do Barack Hussein Obama's bidding. It says, the Pentagon has a copy of the confession but will not release it. Also, no outsider I know of has ever seen a non-redacted copy of the debriefing of McCain when he returned from captivity, which is classified but could be made public by McCain. See Pentagon's rejection of my attempt to obtain records of this debriefing. It goes on to say, all humans have a breaking point. Many men undergoing torture give confession, often telling huge lies so their failure will be understood by their commanders in their country. Few will fault them, but it was McCain who apparently felt he had disgraced himself and his military family. His father, John S. McCain, was a highly regarded Rear Admiral, then serving as commander of U.S. forces in the Pacific. His grandfather was also a Rear Admiral. Folks, do you not see what we have is a traitor? Obama knows he's a traitor. Obama, I'm certain, has seen the unredacted copy of McCain's confession. Obama has seen all that he needs to see to get McCain to toe the line, which McCain does. It explains why McCain does Obama's bidding, doesn't it? You have to read the article. You know, I'm getting anxiety levels going on here. It just frustrates me that people don't either want to see or don't care about the truth. I care about the truth. I'm going to continue doing research. I'm going to continue exposing McCain. I'm going to continue defending what Donald Trump said about McCain. Donald Trump has no choice. He's got to bring all of these articles, all of this information to the surface. People have got to know the truth. McCain's had a great run. It's time he pays the piper. That's what I think. Read the article. It was incredibly well written. It's very detailed. It has an awful lot of information. And once again, as I had said in the previous video, the fact that McCain's father, the Admiral McCain, was friends with President Nixon. That's how McCain got pardoned. That's why all of his information was buried. And McCain was smart enough to get on the appropriate committees to continue burying any and all information and testimony from POWs, because they would all point directly at him. It's time he knows we know. Read the article and let me know what you think.